Hey, digital investors, welcome back to another video where we go over everything that is going on inside of the crypto space. We do have prices pulling back, but we are still getting some pretty interesting news coming out in regards to cryptocurrencies. If you guys are frequent viewers of the show, you want to show some support, tap the like button. It helps a ton for the YouTube algorithm to help show this video to more people. We're going to go ahead and hop right into it. Let's start off with crypto futures saw a record $10 billion worth of liquidations on Sunday. The crypto futures market saw its highest number of liquidations in history on Sunday as the sudden Bitcoin price pullback caught over-leveraged traders off guard. Exchanges offering crypto futures liquidated $10 billion worth of positions on Sunday, toppling the previous market-wide record of $5.7 billion registered on February 23rd. Forced closure of long positions or bullish trades accounted for $9.26 billion, or over 90% of total liquidations, which shows the leverage was excessively skewed bullish across the board. Bitcoin futures accounted for more than 50% of total market-wide liquidations on Sunday. So yeah, guys, we had a good pullback, which I think, will definitely a lot of people caught off guard. Thing is that when we're in a bull market, you have to be ready for those sick pullbacks, those 20, 30, even up to 40% corrections, sometimes even more than that. It's just what happens, right? And as we know, this is just crypto. It's just the nature of how volatile these assets are. So, we have a nice dip. We also have some nice buying opportunities going on. H-bar looking really good at, roughly, I think I saw it as low as 28 cents, and I think it has definitely gone even lower than that. So honestly, I'm looking for altcoin opportunities right now. Bitcoin's getting pretty up there. I'm not really interested in buying any Bitcoin. Haven't been for a while. So I'm just looking for the best opportunities in the altcoins, which I'm sure you guys are as well, because we cover altcoins more than Bitcoin here anyways, because there's so much more profit in these altcoins. We also have Time Magazine now accepts a crypto for digital subscription. So I thought this was pretty interesting, right? One more step towards mass adoption. The media giant has partnered with digital asset exchange Crypto.com for the initiative. According to the release, starting today, subscribers will be able to pay with crypto for a one-time purchase of 18 months of unlimited access to content on Time.com. This also includes unspecified subscriber-only events and offerings. As Time continues to innovate and finds new ways to build upon our existing community of 2.3 million subscribers, we are proud to offer this new payment option through a partnership with Crypto.com. And that is said by the president of Time. They say as an added bonus, I thought this was crazy, but as an added bonus, users who pay for their subscriptions with Crypto.org coin, also known as CRO, the exchange's native token, will be able to get up to 10% back as part of the Pay Rewards program. And these cash backs will also be paid out in CRO, so you can get paid back out in the cryptocurrency if you pay with the cryptocurrency. So even furthering that adoption, right, of hey, to pay with the CRO. Pretty cool stuff. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm sure we'll see more magazines take the lead, just like when we saw Michael Saylor come out and MicroStrategy come out and publicly buy Bitcoin and root for it. People took his lead. At this point, I think we're just seeing the snowball effect, right? Where now it's almost like we're seeing that FOMO come in, where nobody wants to not accept cryptocurrencies. We're not at that mass scale yet, I don't think. We still have the pioneers doing it, the few who are doing it. But eventually, I think we will get to where most companies are going to be accepting digital currencies or using them in some type of way. We also have Ray Dalio. For any of you guys who respect what Ray Dalio has to say, he says allocating 20% of your portfolio to BTC as a recommendation. So he recommends it. So Dalio says that in a world threatened by currency debasement, investors should strive to allocate their capital in a wide range of assets. He says you need a diversified portfolio. If you hold one asset, you are overexposed, even if it's only Bitcoin that you hold. Dalio suggests adding Bitcoin when building a well-diversified investment portfolio. Dalio takes his recommendation a step further, contending that investors should allocate 20% of their portfolio to the leading crypto. He says every country treasures its monopoly on controlling the supply and demand. They don't want other monies to be operating or competing because things can get out of control. So I think that it would be very likely that you will have it under a certain set of circumstances outlawed the way gold was outlawed. Dalio also remarked that it is possible for the US government to impose shocking taxes on Bitcoin and gold in an effort to move capital away from store value assets. He says if history and logic are to be a guide, policymakers who are short of money will raise taxes and won't like these capital movements out of debt assets and into other storehold of wealth assets and other tax domains. So they could very well impose prohibitions against capital movements to other assets like gold and Bitcoin and other either precious metals, digital currencies, other locations. These tax changes could be more shocking than expected. So I thought that was also pretty interesting, right? So he says putting 20% of your portfolio into Bitcoin is recommended. However, we could have to watch out for these taxes that could be raised because of that. Countries who don't want to give up their monopoly that they currently have. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think Ray Dalio is probably going to be pretty accurate here, or do you think something else is going to happen? We also have Chinese central bank calls Bitcoin an investment alternative, which is pretty crazy because, last time China was scaring people out of cryptocurrencies. Now they're proposing it as an investment alternative. So this is the People's Bank of China. This is from Li Bo, the new deputy governor of the People's Bank of China, or PBOC. He says, we regard Bitcoin and stablecoin as crypto assets. These are investment alternatives. They are not currencies per se. The main role we see for crypto assets going forward is as an investment alternative. He also added that many countries, including China, are still looking into crypto and thinking about what kind of regulatory requirements are required. Maybe these will be minimal, but we need to have some kind of regulatory requirement to prevent speculation with these assets that create any serious financial stability risks. They also say for the upcoming Beijing Winter Olympics, we were trying to make the digital yuan available not only to domestic users, but also to international athletes and speculators. So pretty interesting stuff, right? If we saw that for the Winter Olympics, that would be pretty crazy. They're basically using their digital currency as a currency, and to sit here and call Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, other stablecoins, investment alternatives. Again, further legitimizing the crypto space, cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology as a whole. The more governments, institutions, nations start to open up and have this view on cryptocurrencies that they are legitimate, they could be investments, they could be actual money, they could be used for currency for transactions. That's what's really going to further and push us along for mass adoption. And with that, we also have the UK government establishes a central bank digital currency task force. So pretty interesting stuff. So they're probably going to want to come out with their own CBDC. The task force will explore preliminary issues associated with the design, implementation, and operation of a CBDC in the United Kingdom. The task force will also interface with stakeholders across academia, fintech, and other relevant industries to identify the technological hurdles involved in creating a sovereign digital currency. This is also pretty interesting. The task force will also monitor CBDC-related developments on the international scene, especially as other nations are actively exploring their own central bank digital currency projects, right? Because as other nations adopt cryptocurrency, and as other nations, come out with their own CBDCs, their own cryptocurrencies, other nations are going to want to keep an eye on that, maybe possibly even come out with their own, right? Just like with companies as they FOMO and rush into Bitcoin, we're also going to have probably nations FOMO and rush into creating their own CBDC, their own digital currency, so that they can stay ahead. We also have U.S. Senator says Bitcoin going mainstream amid massive money printing. He says some very interesting things. This is the junior U.S. Senator from Wyoming, Cynthia Lumens, and she's calling Bitcoin a solid store of value that is capturing the attention of mainstream investors. Lumens cites the Coinbase IPO and Tesla's $1.5 billion investment into Bitcoin as evidence of the flagship crypto reaching mass adoption. She says we're seeing it come into the mainstream. You're seeing people like Elon Musk make big investments in Bitcoin. You saw Coinbase just today go public and have a valuation that is just dumbfounding. And so it is going mainstream, and that's because everybody from Goldman Sachs, Jamie Dimon, who used to criticize Bitcoin, is looking at making an investment in Bitcoin because I think they finally understand why Bitcoin is a good, solid store of value. I think they've always understood why Bitcoin is a store of value, or could at least be viewed as such. It is only now that they are coming out and openly being bullish on it. There's only going to be 21 million Bitcoin ever created, and so you've got an automatic finite supply, and there's so many guarantees about the manner in which Bitcoin is going to be mined and rolled out and can be held, that there are assurances that these values are going to hold up, and it's going to hold up over the test of time. So I would say to the guy who's outside of this building washing the windows, hang on to that Bitcoin, buy it, hold it, and when you hold it, it'll be there when you retire. Who knows how many US dollars will have been printed by the time that gentleman retires retires. And I think that last sentence, man, that last sentence has so much truth, right? Who knows how many US dollars will have been printed by the time that gentleman retires? Yeah, who knows? In 10 years, in 20 years, in 30 years, what will our debt be at? How many dollars will have been printed? Who knows? It's really up to the Fed at this point. I also want to show you guys this search term crypto on Google Trends. This basically takes into account the data of how many people are searching up the word crypto. And as we can see, I know prices are pulling it back right now for the most part, right? We're in red, people are freaking out. But as we can see, the search term for crypto is going to looks like it's going to make possibly a new all-time high, higher than we have ever been in the past 5 years. And even if we move out all the way back to in 2004, it looks like we are going for that huge leg. And as you can see, we have risen in interest very much so in February, and it looks like we are going to continue that. We'll see what happens when this dotted line turns solid. Our prices for today, we have Bitcoin as of right now sitting at $55,000, Ethereum at $2,100, Binance Coin just under 500, XRP at $1.30, and Dogecoin at 39 cents, Cardano at $1.21. Polkadot at $35, Litecoin at $259, and Bitcoin Cash at $905. Our fear and greed for today is sitting at greed at 74. And with that said, guys, that is the video for today. If you could do me a quick favor, if you did enjoy it, tap the like button. It helps a ton to help me grow the channel. I also feel like daily cryptocurrency videos, we go over Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything going on inside of the crypto space to try and keep you up to date. Then make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified every single time that I upload. Tomorrow, we probably won't be having an upload. I may be able to quickly push one out, but it's looking like it probably won't be happening. So possibly no upload tomorrow, but then after that, we should be right back to daily uploads. So thank you guys for all the support. Also keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just documenting the daily crypto news and this crypto bull run. And with that said, I will see you all on the next video. Have a great day, everybody.